And welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be doing a video that has been requested a few times over, so I thought it's time. Let's do a video on it. And what am I talking about? Updating hardware. So I did a video early on that showed you how to replace hardware, updating the hardware by adding new hardware, drilling holes, filling old holes, and putting new hardware on. But sometimes you don't want to do that. You want to update the current hardware just by making it prettier. Either for a reason being that the hole spacing is weird and finding new hardware to fit that without having to do the whole drill and fill thing is going to be difficult, or you like the hardware, it's just kind of dingy and dull and outdated for your freshly painted piece. So I'm just going to show you one method today. There are several different ways to do this. This is just one of them. It's one that I use all the time. I'll show you the products and how I go ahead and take it from this to something pretty. Like I said, there's many different ways to do this, but I'm going to keep it really simple today. This is a little bit of warm, kind of hot water. I've added my TSP Alternative to it. This one's by Fusion. You can use any TSP Alternative. And literally, I just dunk my piece in there and I let it sit for about 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes, then I go ahead and I take my piece out. Now, we know this hasn't been 5 minutes, but I'm just demonstrating for you guys. I take my piece out with, this is not a wire brush, this is a nylon brush, and I just go ahead and I scrub. I put it back in the solution and I let it sit for another few minutes and then I'm good to go. I take everything out after I'm all done and I just let them sit and air dry. Once they're air dried and they're ready to go, I'll show you the next step. So next step is once they're all dry, I go ahead and I lay them out on cardboard. I keep a lot on hand in my shop for purposes just like this. And what I do is I spray the backside first and then I will flip them afterwards. So, all right, well, I thought I hit the record button and unfortunately, when I went to spray my first coat on the backside, that didn't happen, but that's okay. Once I flip it, I'll show you how heavily I apply this, and it's really not heavy at all. I do try to keep a light coat on it. So our backside is done. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the front side now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait here about 30 minutes as recoat time on this, and it's a really warm, dry day, so I'm sure 30 minutes is gonna be just enough time. It is totally fine to go ahead and spray this. The bonding primer dries pretty quickly. It depends on your climate, so just make sure that you yield longer dry times if your climate is not warm and dry. I went ahead and switched up. I want to do this in a different color, but it is exactly the same product that I showed you earlier in the black. This is just a gold. So as you can see, when I spray, I am about 12 inches away and I am not putting on super heavy coats. I don't want this to take forever to dry, so I try to do light coats and go back where necessary to where I missed. All right, so this has been sitting now for about an hour. So recoat time is at the earliest an hour, and I would definitely make sure you wait that recoat time because you don't want it to be sticky and then apply your top coat. So it's been about an hour. I'm going to go ahead right now and apply my top coat and then we will be good to go. That is it. We are at the end of the video. I had a malfunction, which happens sometimes with these spray cans when it came to my clear. So I didn't get to do the clear on camera because that was my last bottle. But you got the general gist and you know exactly how to spray. It's just a matter of what products to use, and that's what I wanted to share with you today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Thank you for subscribing. If you don't subscribe, make sure that you do. So not only can you be a part of my YouTube community, which helps support my channel and keep me going, but you'll get to know exactly when my newest videos are released. If this wasn't enough information for you, or you're just curious about any other things painting, keep in mind I do teach 30 and 60-minute lessons that can be purchased direct from my comments or questions. Make sure you leave them down below. I love engaging with you guys and will always answer your questions. Thank you so much again for joining me today, and I'll catch you on the next video.